All right, guys, we've got a big boy Marvel Rivals patch coming out. Some massive changes coming in, which the game desperately needed. I do expect this to change up a lot of things. A lot of good, bad, and ugly here, but let's get right to it. As always, guys, if you're new, be sure to hit that sub button. Would love to have you guys around. Okay, Angela, guys. Hand of Heaven receives a slight boost to her sustained fighting power. After activating Divine Judgment, increases the axis of Ichor's, Angela's bonus health from 30 per enemy to 40, and allies from 15 to 20. Okay, making her tankier again. Like she's a very interesting tank. Like most of the Angelas I saw were really bad. A couple of them on controller. No offense, guys, but oh my god. So I'm okay. I'm okay with them buffing Angela, but where it gets really interesting, guys, this is a big deal right here. Venom. Venom's ult becomes even more menacing, adding 30% healing reduction to enemies hit lasting for 4 seconds. This ult already did an unbelievable amount of damage itself, right? To many different characters on the map. I gotta crack my neck. Give me a second here. Oh, there we go. Whoo! A 30% heal mit for 4 seconds after the ult is going to help a lot. You actually might be able to use this into support ults now to create kills and combos with people. That's going to be big damage, man. That's going to be big damage. Again, I'm loving the fact that they're adding more and more heal mitigation to the game. Marvel Rivals really needs it, especially in open queue, right? So I think this is definitely a good direction for Venom. I'm okay with them giving more characters heal mitigation. It adds more options to the game when sustain is just insanely powerful, okay? So I like that for Venom. On to Duelists. All right, Blade. The Daywalker gets a slight boost to his offensive prowess, which he's definitely needed. Increased Daywalker dash secondary attack range from 4.5 to 6.5 meters. Increase the duration of the speed attack gain during Blood Awakening from 0.7 to 1. New effect. Landing all 4 hits of Whirlwind Slash grants 1 slash speed stack. Okay, again, they're ramping him up, and they're ramping up his efficiency quite a bit, which he really did need. A lot of new team-ups coming up look really cool, too, by the way. I saw Nemours, like, little wave thing. That looks sick. But, yeah, I mean, again, they did not do a good job of nerfing supports and support ultimates, including ultimates in general. I don't want to just hone in on the supports. They've got to do a better job of that. So making the heal mitigation characters be much more generalist and viable should help control the amount of healing in the game for how easily accessible it is and how long it lasts. There needs to be way more options into it, which is what they're trying to do when they add this. Okay, Hela, let's see. The Goddess of Death gets a slight survivability buff. Reduce actual flock startup cast time. After casting, Hela gains 25 bonus health. Okay, you know, listen, I think Hela's super strong, but, like, I won't lie, her bird, you do get, like, you use it and you get caught out a lot. So, I mean, I'm not sure I'm going to feel about this later. I'm not sure how I feel about the bonus health itself, but we'll see, man. I don't think that's the end of the world for Hela. I will say, as much as I don't like playing against Hela, that ability did feel very clunky. So that does make sense that they're looking to do something like that with Hela. All right, Human Torch. Hopefully some nerfs here. Johnny Sleaze. Okay, his mobility finally is going to get nerfed. Reduce fire cluster hit damage per projectile from 5.5 to 5. That's a big nerf right there. New fire cluster now has a 0.5 second delay before ammo begins to replenish. Wow, okay. During plasma body, reduce movement speed from 900 to 850. More slaps on the wrist. I think it's the fact that he can spam his melee and the netcode in the game is so wonky that, like, he just gets to dodge everything, like, super easily. But, I mean, I'll take Johnny nerfs. He definitely needs a couple. Like, you know, as people started to learn the character, he got more and more insane. He's just not that fun to play against either. Brimafly characters can be very frustrating. That's one thing I thought Overwatch was getting wrong with their Pharah rework, but they actually got right, where it's like, hey, sometimes she has to hit the ground unless she has the perk. So again, like, you know, perks changing everything for Overwatch. Again, I've had a lot of fun playing Perk Watch, surprisingly, even though 5v5 is there. Okay, who's next? Iron Fist. Oh my goodness, please, bro. Lin-Lee's threat against high health enemies gets a slight increase. Lowered fixed damage of Yakjin Kung Quinn from 9 to 8, but increase the percentage damage of enemies' max HP per strike from 2.7 to 3.1. I mean, I'll have to do the math on that for squishies, but man, they have ruined Iron Fist, man. They have ruined this character. It's so sad how little understanding they have of this character and what made him fun. The problem is not that he needs to do more damage to tanks. The problem is that you made his damage versus squishies horrible. That's the problem, NetEase. Man, they keep tripling, quadrupling down on this iteration of Iron Fist, which is just not what he should be. You can't have a duelist have horrible time to kills against every squishy in the game with healing as strong as it is. You just can't do it. You can't do it. His damage values were fine in Season 0. All you had to do was make his kick not be a 15-second cooldown as a melee DPS. That's it. That's all you had to do. Man, I've given up hope on the developers at NetEase for understanding Iron Fist at all, or trying to make him a healthy, competitive pick. Not dominant, a healthy, competitive pick with a reasonable time to kill against squishies. Doing the math here, there is no way that 0.4% is going to help him take 1 damage off his already miserable damage. I mean, guys, you just messed up the rework. Undo the damage. It's not complicated. Really terrible job. Terrible job with one of the coolest characters I've ever played in a multiplayer shooter game being this iteration of Iron Fist. They have just ruined him with this terrible vision that they have for him. It's ridiculous. You have no dueling options against squishies. Turn your brain off and punch the tanks. That's all they want. It's really, really pathetic because this guy has such a high ceiling. It makes me sad, man. Really a shame what they've done to this character. Mr. Fantastic. Okay, Reed Richards gains a bit more crowd control over mobility heroes. After successfully pulling an enemy with descended grip, the target is now afflicted with a 1-second immobilize effect. That might be good. He's going to be good at peeling his backline now against like Captain America's, even Panthers. More CC, though. More outright CC. This is why I say Marvel Rivals is like the fighter game of hero shooters, right? Like Overwatch is a lot more about precision and mechanics and aim. Rivals is more about like, a fighter game. You just button mash, right? And it is cool. It is fun. But they're really showing how the two games are very, very different. And it depends on what you're looking for what you want to play. Because I actually think both games are in a pretty good spot right now. Okay, that's a big buff to Mr. F right there. Okay, Phoenix, please nerf her, man. Please nerf her. Okay, Jean Grey's burst potential has been toned down. Melee attacks no longer stack sparks. Yeah, that was broken. She did more melee damage than melee DPS. Phoenix did more melee damage than Iron Fist. Terrible. Terrible. So bad. Inexcusably bad, to be honest. Okay? Primary weapon ammo no longer replenishes during Dark Ascent. New added 1 second of cooldown to Dark Ascent. Okay, cool. I mean, that should help, again, but I still think she's going to be dominant. She's like better Hela. It's absolutely insane how good that character is. Okay. Psylocke. Psy's ultimate ability now is slightly more float and sting. Reduces self-slow rate during the dance and butterfly from 30% to 15%. Increase each strike's damage from 150 to 170. Oh, boy, Psylocke buffs are kind of crazy. Now, people are learning how to counter this ultimate, but, dude, that's going to help her a lot, especially the reduced movement being down to 15%. That's really good. Oh, my God, that's insane. All right, that's it for the DPS. L. Hold this L. I'm going to start Fortnite dancing on these freaking NetEase devs. Listen, I grilled the Overwatch devs. NetEase, you're not getting a pass. Stop it. Stop. Just stop. It makes me mad reading this. Stop it. Stop. No. No, NetEase, no. I'll get a little squirt gun like you're a dog. No. Bad nerf, or bad buff. Stop it. Terrible. Good. Nervous. We'll see. Strategist, let's head to Cloak and Dagger, okay? Ty and Tandy's ultimate ability now takes a bit more energy to unleash in their eternal bond. Nice, dude. Cloak ult builds so fast. It's so easy to play this character. Again, you need more. They need to nerf every ult in the game. Not just the build rate, but really like the durations. Like if they nerf the durations, the build rates can stay around where they are. But man, the ults just last too long in this game. They last too long. And it really is going to continue to hurt the game if they have support ults lasting for 12 to 15 seconds. Look, guys, we nerfed Luna Snow. We took her ult from 12 seconds to 10 seconds. No. Bad dog. No. No more of that crap, guys. Nerf the damn ult. Let's stop beating around the bush here. It's ridiculous. Like, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out. I mean, it's insane. Okay, Jeff the Land Shark. Our beloved Jeff's survivability takes a slight hit. Reduce the crit damage reduction from Oblivious Cuteness passive from 70 to 50. Wait, does Jeff have passive crit damage reduction? That's funny. Oblivious Cuteness. I love Jeff, though. Jeff is such a troll little character. I think it's funny, okay? Rocket Raccoon. Rocket's ultimate ability gets a boost. Reduced damage boost granted by Sia from 25 to 40%. Oh, boy. Hey, I'd much rather play against that than some of the sustain ults in the game. You can break this ult. It's damage boost combos let you pierce through sustain. This is very, very good. Very, very good. There needs to be way more options to kill through the stall in Marvel Rivals, and they're adding them in all kinds of ways. They're adding them in Rocket Raccoon damage boost. They're adding them in Venom heal reduction. They need to keep adding those things so that there's way more, like a way more interesting dynamic in the game than, oh my God, Loki Luna, I'm ready to put on a show. I'm ready to put on a show. Pop. How about that? Pop, 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 pop. You know, freaking dumbass Luna. Oh my God. Oh, it's just the ult stall on Loki copies. It's just insane, but I'm glad to see it get changed. This is actually good. This is a good change. I like this, okay? Ultron. Dials on Ultron's healing and ultimate ability uptime are being slightly tuned back. Patch healing amount reduced from 35 to 30, and the healing bonus followed from allied 10 to 5. Damn. Increase the energy cost of Rage of Ultron ultimate ability from 3,400 to 3,700. Okay, some Ultron nerfs. That should actually slow down triple support quite a bit. Okay. Interesting balance changes, all right? Interesting balance changes. Let's keep moving it down here. Bestial Hunt, Daredevil, Punisher. As the team-up anchor, Daredevil gets a maximum health increase of 25 and 5% boost in damage. Punisher unlocks a new justice sensibility that through his team-up with Daredevil. Deep Wraith, Hela Namor. This is insane. Title Dirge ability through his team-up with Hela. Insane. Like, Namor's just been, like, he's just won on team-up since the games came out. Like, he always has a good team-up. It's pretty crazy. That one looked pretty damn cool, too. I'm excited to try that out. I am Lord Namor, so we'll try it out. Adjusted removed. Arcane Order. We're reducing Magic's threat level on her side of this team up. Increase the cooldown of Chain of Sidorak from 15 to 20 seconds and a slow effect at maximum range from 60 to 40. That makes sense. Hulk, Namor, Panther. Namor loses Gamma ability gained from his Hulk. Okay, so it's just Hulk and Panther. Ragnarok Rebirth. Ragnarok team up is being banished to hell. Okay, is ever revolving? Okay, that ability was broken. It's just luckily Thor was terrible. It was more broken on Loki, to be honest. So, yeah, okay. I mean, look, this patch looks interesting. I'm hoping this season spices it up. They got to keep adding more stuff to address sustain. Overall, I think this is all right. It's better than nothing. I don't think it's exceptional, though. I would love to see them come in and really change ults across the board. It's like hero-specific changes won't be felt that much. I think they should go nerf ult duration across the board, as well as increase the build rate of most ults in the game, and I think Rivals would be much more fun. This game has such a brilliant neutral and so many cool characters with cool abilities that should be about setup and playmaking, right? Where, again, it's a little too much of a fighter game now, and I'm not talking the skill ceiling of fighter games. I'm talking the entry level where everybody just button mashes to hope to get value. It'd be cool to see them take that back a little bit and get back into the nitty-gritty, expand on that skill curve, which I think Overwatch has actually done a fantastic job of over the last coming years, with Aaron saying the game should be more competitive. I'd love to see Rivals take that same approach. Both of these games are super fun right now. I'm actually really enjoying the hero shooter genre, and I hope you guys are too. So thank you guys for watching. Season 4.5 patch looking good. I'll catch y'all later. Take care. Much love. Peace out.